I love food. I've always loved food. I've always been making food since I was a child, making food and creating delicious food in my kitchen. And I just started experimenting with honey, local honey from Idaho, and spices, anti-inflammatory spices, turmeric, ginger, black pepper. I was thinking about something that could be turned into a drink, but also used in a variety of other ways. And I landed on something delicious pretty quickly. It wasn't like a few weeks or months or a year. It was within days. I was like, oh, here we go. This tastes delicious. Well, honey is the main ingredient. Honey is the superstar. It's the magic that binds it all together. And that honey comes from Steel Apiaries in Eagle, Idaho, a third-generation honey farm. And I'm a native Idahoan. And it's, I can't think of a better thing than local. Turmeric is it has ancient roots for being an anti-inflammatory and part of people's histories for centuries. It's becoming hot. Turmeric is hot. We're hot on the scene with turmeric. And I wanted to figure out a way to include it in my diet and my family's diet. So I just started playing. I was making the blend and started making it regularly. And I was texting a friend that I was mixing honey, I was spelling out honey, turmeric, ginger, and I sent her a text, and I didn't read it before I sent it. And when she wrote me back, she said, all it said was, "Who's Eric?" And I was like, who's Eric? How does that have anything to do with what I just wrote? And autocorrect had changed everything I wrote to say, I'm drinking rum with hot Eric. So it had taken honey, H-O, and turmeric, Eric, and smushed them together to make hot Eric. And so we, of course, laughed and laughed and laughed, and she and I adopted it, calling it hot Eric. And then when I went to have it branded downtown with a company downtown, I told them, we're calling it hot Eric, and we don't have to use it. And they were like, oh no, we're using it. Really, I was encouraged by a lot of people around me because they started wanting it. A lot of my friends and family started wanting it, and I paid attention to that. And then I did a little test run with a local cafe, and it just hit instantly. It was just a success. People love it, and it's very uplifting and elevating, and it's good for you. And people wouldn't be drinking it and having it as a habit if it wasn't delicious. And sort of that's the baseline. It has to be delicious. If you're going to create a healthy habit, it needs to be delicious. It's just honey. It's just spiced honey, and we can drizzle it on oatmeal. You can drizzle it on anything, or you could make a peanut butter and honey sandwich. All of those things. It's colorful and bright and happy, and I needed that in my life, and I think everybody needs that.